Before start this video, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon. Thanks.
New Delhi Capitals slumped to their third consecutive defeat as they crashed to a 57-run loss against Rajasthan Royals in their Indian Premier League match at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati on Saturday. While Yashasvi Jaiswal reaffirmed his status as the brightest talent among India's Gen Next batters with a superb 60, Jos Buttler showed no signs of finger pain en route a chiselled 79 in Rajasthan Royals challenging 199 for 4 after David Warner committed a tactical harakiri by opting to field on a B. The Australian couldn't be blamed as his pencil-thin Indian batting unit was put on its haunches as they managed only 142 for 9 in the end after being out-batted by the two Royals openers, with Shimron Hetmyer adding a bit of icing on the cake. In the Royals' innings, there were 23 boundaries and 7 sixes, while DC in their entire innings failed to hit a single six on what was considered to be batting paradise. The Royals thus earned their second win in 3 games, having lost a high-scoring thriller against Punjab Kings at this very venue. Trent bowled 3 29s in 4 overs, then did what he does for a living. He got one to move a shade, squaring up Prithvi Shaw, 0, and exposing his poor technique once again. The very next ball jagged back enough and found Manish Pandey, 0, rooted to his crease for a plum leg before decision. There was not much left in the game after that kind of horrendous start. In 3 games, Shaw has been dismissed in 3 distinct fashions: raw pace in the opener, well-disguised short ball rearing up in the second, and old-fashioned seam and swing in the third. He would himself know that he has now fallen way behind in national team's pecking order after this inept performances game after game. Skipper David Warner, 65 off 55 balls, scored his second half-century in 3 games but has been very un-Warner-like, where he has never looked like taking the game away from opposition. Once Lalit Yadav, 38 off 24 balls, was dismissed by Bolt. In his second spell, the humiliation was written all over Barsapara Stadium. Earlier, it was a case of afternoon showing fate of evening as Jaiswal hammered a hapless Khalil Ahmed, 0-31st in 2 overs, into submission by crunching 5 boundaries in the opening over. His 31-ball innings laid the foundation before Buttler finished with a flourish. The English swashbuckler faced 51 balls. The fate of DC bowlers could have been sealed in the first 6 overs, which yielded 68 runs along with 14 boundaries, but Kuldeep Yadav, 131st in 4 overs, Mukesh Kumar, 236th in 4 overs, and Rovman Powell, 118th in 2 overs, did well to control the damage to some extent at the back end. The total on this track would be considered a par score, taking the pitch into account, as 220 looked possible during the first 10 overs. Khalil literally lost both line and length and looked bruised as Jaiswal inflicted one humiliation after another on him during those couple of overs. Khalil, in his career, has never had 3 consistent games on trot, and Saturday was another such day. Anrich Nortje, 0-44ths in 4 overs, DC's big bowling hope, seemed to have had too much on his plate, as the onslaught at the other end did affect him, as he also went for a flurry of boundaries, including one over the bowler's head. Such was Warner's helplessness that he had to ignore that Akshar Patel's 0-38ths in 4 overs matchup against left-handers isn't great, and he was promptly smashed for 3 boundaries in his very first over. The 50 came in the 4th over and 100 in the 10th, even as Jaiswal completed a 25-ball half-century, his 5th over 3 editions of the tournament. Seeing Akshar's plight, his spin twin Kuldeep also started bowling quick and flat, which resulted in half-tracker, which were promptly punished. It was Mukesh Kumar who finally induced a mistimed pull from Jaiswal, which ballooned up and resulted in an easy return catch. The confidence of Mukesh rubbed off on Kuldeep, who in his second over started giving the ball more air and floated one out of Sanju Samson's 0 hitting radar. Samson's ugly heave was taken by not J at long on. Rian Parag, 7, had another failure, this time castled by Powell, but Buttler, after a quiet period in the middle overs, conjured a 49-run stand with Shimpton Hetmeyer, 39 not out of 21 balls, to take his team to a par score. With inputs from PTI. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more sports updates.